Okay, so here we have Electrolux Pure Q9. I'm gonna change the battery pack in this one, and the one inside right now is quite bad. Runs for maximum 5 minutes before it needs to be recharged. So we're gonna change it. Okay, back here we have the battery pack. First we have to remove the cover. You just pry it off, and behind the cover we have a filter. Just take that out, and then you can see two Torx T10 screws. These two screws is the only thing that holds the cover. So now we have to wiggle the cover back and forth. It's loose. It's quite sits quite hard, but you get it. Just pull it. And back here we have the battery pack, and on top of the battery pack we have the circuit board. We're going to reuse the circuit board. And here we have two plastic snap clips that holds the battery pack. We take a flat screwdriver and pry it out. Okay, so now we have removed the battery pack. As you can see, all the cables are attached to the circuit board. We're gonna remove all the cables and all the connections. We're gonna reuse the circuit board because I bought a battery pack without circuit board. It was much cheaper, and we're gonna remove the old circuit board and put it on the new battery pack. So now I'm pulling out the connectors from the circuit board. And here we have two cables. It's a positive and ground, but they are quite similar in size. So I take a pen and mark it up so I don't mix them up later on. Okay, now we have disconnected the battery pack. So now I'm starting to pull out all the connectors that are connected to the circuit board. Okay, now we're going to remove the circuit board. It's attached with plastic snap clips, 4 of them. Just pry them out, and the circuit board pops up. Okay, it's loose, but I see that I forgot 2 connectors. Okay, that's it. I bought a new battery pack. It's an aftermarket battery pack. It has the exact same specification as the old battery, and it looks identical, so it should be plug and play. We take the circuit board, place it on top of the battery pack. there are 4 guiding pins and 4 small holes in the circuit board, so it's quite easy to guide it right, and then you just press it down and the snap clips holds the circuit board in place. You can't do it wrong. You see the 4 guiding pins, so it's straightforward. After that, you reconnect all the cables to the circuit board. A good idea is to take a picture of the circuit board and all the cables before you disconnect them, just to be on the safe side if you don't remember where the connectors should be. So now all the cables between the battery pack and the circuit board are connected. So now we start with the cables from the vacuum cleaner and connect them to the battery pack. Now we push the battery against the snap-on clips. You just have to push them in. You can take a flat screwdriver and push it, and you're gonna hear a distinct click when it's in place. So there you have it. It's in place. It's sitting firm inside. I can test it to see that everything is run as it should, and it does. Now we're gonna put back the cover over the battery. We just push the cover on, and it has the plastic snap clips, so just push it in. Be careful that you don't pinch the cable. Okay, so now everything is in place. We test the vacuum cleaner once again. Everything works. We changed the filter because the old one was really dirty. I have seen some models of this vacuum cleaner that comes with a reusable filter. It's like a sponge that you can wash, but this is a one-time filter. So we put in the filter, we snap on the cover, and now you're good to go.